Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most impactful rumors we've seen in recent NFL history, especially for the Bills. Word on the street, and from some pretty credible sources like Schefter and Diana Rossini, is that the Tennessee Titans, who are currently sitting at a dismal 2-9 record, might be looking to shake things up. And their target? None other than Jeffrey Simmons, the beast on the defensive line. The Titans, with their cap space of about $19 million and a defense that's been leaking points all season, allowing nearly 1 points per game, and trying to rebuild after a disappointing season, might be willing to part ways with Simmons in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft from the Bills. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Why would the Titans give up a player of Simmons' caliber? Well, the answer is simple. They're facing some pretty tough financial and roster challenges. They're trying to free up cap space because of Ridley's pending extension, and they're also in dire need of receiving help and secondary upgrades. Plus, with their run defense struggling, allowing a whopping 144 yards per game, up from 120 last season, they're looking for a rebuild, especially on the defensive front. Simmons, who's been a dominant force since he was drafted in 2019, could be the perfect piece to jumpstart a new era in Buffalo. Let's talk about Simmons himself. This guy is a massive interior lineman, but don't let his size fool you. He's quick, relentless, and a total game changer. Over his 7-year career, he's amassed 45 sacks, 420 pressures, and has been a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. His PFF grade this season is a stellar 90. And he's consistently double-teamed because offenses know the damage he can do. Last year, he recorded 38 pressures and 5 sacks in just 10 games, all while helping boost the Titans' run defense efficiency by 14%. That's the kind of impact the Bills could really use, especially considering our run defense has been a bit shaky at times this year, especially when Oliver has been out or not at 100%. Imagine Simmons lining up next to Daquan Jones. Those two would be an absolute nightmare for any offensive line in the league. We're talking about potentially adding plus 18 sacks from interior pressure, a massive boost in run-stopping efficiency, and a significant reduction in yards allowed per game. This would not only upgrade our front seven, but could also help Von Miller by alleviating some of the pressure, allowing him to be more of a pure pass rusher again. The combination of Simmons and Jones would be the kind of duo that could elevate our entire defense to a top-tier level, something we've been striving for since the days of our dominant defenses in the early 2010s. Now, let's step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. The Bills, currently sitting at 7-4, are in the thick of the playoff hunt, especially after signing Cooks. His addition has already made a difference with his 85. 2 PFF grade and YAC per reception of over 5 yards. But with Dawson Knox on IR and guys like Deont Hardy out for the season, we need to keep upgrading the roster if we want to make a serious Super Bowl push. Simmons' presence on the line would help us close out games, especially in the red zone and on third down, where we've historically been a bit inconsistent. And if you look at the numbers, Simmons is not just a run stopper, he's a versatile disruptor. His 95 run defense grade and his ability to stop plays before they develop could be exactly what we need to shut down some of the AFC's most dangerous offenses. Think about how he could help contain a guy like Derrick Henry or even slow down the Dolphins' rushing attack. Plus, his ability to generate pressures, averaging around 45 per season, would be a key factor in creating more sacks and turning our defense into a living nightmare for the opponent's offensive line. Of course, there's a lot of speculation involved here, and the Titans are known for being cautious about giving up their key players. But based on the rumors, the fact that they're exploring options and the Bills' interest in Simmons during Week 11, this could be a real possibility. The Bills are always looking to upgrade, especially on the defensive line, and Simmons fits the bill perfectly. His presence would not only boost our immediate chances, but also set a foundation for a Trench dynasty, building a defense that can dominate for years to come. Now, let's talk about how this could shake up the AFC East and beyond. Buffalo has been building momentum, especially after a solid start to the second half of the season. Adding Simmons would send a clear message to the league that we're serious about contending for another Super Bowl. Our odds, which are already around plus 900, could see a nice boost, potentially dropping to plus 600, according to some betting sites. That's not just hype. It's the kind of upgrade that could turn a good team into a championship-caliber powerhouse. What's truly exciting is the impact Simmons could have in clutch moments, especially in the playoffs. His ability to generate pressure, combined with our existing pass rushers, would make us one of the most fearsome defenses in the league. And with the AFC South struggling overall, remember how the Dolphins, after losing Wilkins, have seen their run defense take a hit. Adding Simmons now could be the final piece to put us over the top. In terms of our team's future, this move could redefine our defensive identity. Think about the possibilities: dominating the trenches, shutting down the run, and pressuring the quarterback relentlessly. That's the blueprint for a championship team, and Simmons could be the cornerstone of that vision. His addition would also give us more flexibility in free agency and the draft, allowing us to focus on building an even more balanced offense around Josh Allen, who's been playing at an MVP level this season. And let's not forget the emotional aspect. Bills Mafia loves a good trench war, and Simmons is exactly the type of player that fires up our fanbase. His reputation as a dominant interior force, combined with his consistent production and leadership qualities, would make him a fan favorite in Buffalo. The kind of player who embodies the blue-collar grit and relentless pursuit of excellence that our team stands for. Looking ahead, if this trade happens, assuming the Titans are willing to part with Simmons, it wouldn't just be about one player. It's about a statement. The Bills are here to contend now, and we're willing to make bold moves to secure our spot at the top. The AFC East is already competitive with the Dolphins and Jets loading up, but a move like this would send shockwaves through the division. It would make us even more formidable, forcing our rivals to rethink their strategies. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Simmons could be the missing piece to finally get us back to the promised land? Or are we overestimating the impact? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. I'll be back soon with more updates, so make sure you stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Remember, our journey to another Super Bowl is still very much alive, and with the right moves, we can make history once again. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the Buffalo Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news.